Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is JoyToy time, but in fact it is JoyToy level 9, a new JoyToy internal company or division, I guess, doing 1/12 scale action figures. And the first one's come. Actually got two of these come. These are both Rin, and she is the level 9. The actual world seems to be Frontline Chaos. That is new to me. I might have missed that news the first time around. Rin is a sniper. You can just about make out there. And on the back of the box, just level 9, Frontline Chaos, and tells you it's made by Bloomage JoyToy Beijing, blah, 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 etc. Ages 17 and upwards. Now, something to notice. Look how it's wrapped in this plastic bag. This is quite reminiscent of what you see on Toys Alliance stuff, like Acid Rain World, like Articulation. It seems like this level 9 internal division, I guess, or JoyToy company is going for a premium end toy, and that box is really quite, wow, that is a sturdy, strong box. Okay, so let's do the unboxing on camera since this is a new toy line. Same sort of taped up bag. As I said, we've seen sort of a Acid Rain World, but this is taped in two places, and we see on Articulation that the bag isn't as big or as high quality, but that's just a minor thing. It's just a plastic bag. The box is really strong. You get the impression you could almost stand on that and it would keep its shape. Not me. It's also taped again in two places. You see the little round stickers again, which is quite reminiscent of some of the Acid Rain World stuff. I'm not in favour of the double taping because it makes it slower to get into, but if this was in a shop in UK or the States, particularly the States, I think I would be in favour of that because it's harder to do swap out for something else since there's no window on this. And so you don't end up getting what you paid for. Okay. Oh, very, very reminiscent of Acid Rain World with the sponge inside, adding another layer of protection. And here she is, and she does look good. Very soft goods. Look at that. She's got little clips. It's got a zip. Soft goods, and it's almost like a padded jacket. Additional hands. She looks fantastic. Now, I am going to compare her to a Marvel Legends 1/12 later, but I want to do it quickly now to see a size comparison. Look at that. Perfect. Though they look... When I first saw them, I thought the level 9 looked a bit cartoony, but actually looks a bit anime, semi-anime, semi-realistic. The paint job on that sort of makeup, you can see there on the cheeks, around the eyes. That paint job looks fantastic. The hair is not soft, but it's sculpted and painted well. This is a premium box and looks to be a premium good. Look, proper zip, metal clip, plastic. She looks amazing. Really, really good. So let's pop out her additional hands first. So two hands, and right and left there, just mirror image. These are open hands. I'm assuming she's got a right hand holding and maybe a left hand holding, or gripping hand, I should say, as well. Let's look at her gun. Very nice gun. Indented barrel. Could be drilled a bit more than that. Looks good. The scope looks great, indented on one side and slightly on the rear side. Look at the texture on the back of the rifle. That does look very nice. Got the do not eat. Thank you for that. Get our figure out and let's have a quick check underneath. Oh, more padding underneath again. Nothing underneath the padding. Wow, this is... Now, I have ordered so far... Is it 4 or 5 of these figures they've showed? One just today was the 6:30 PM China time. You could only order it from. I ordered that one as well, the new one. So I've got all of them ordered so far. Let's get a close look at her. Get that focus going on. Oh wow, that face just looks phenomenal. Look at that. Let's get a focus on these. Can we get a focus? There we go. Brighten up a little bit. Oh, I lost the brightness. Let's lock that in. There we go. No, I need to get a focus and the brightness there. wearing like tights, proper tights. It moves, so tights material, coat on the back. Oh, that little, the attention to detail. Now you know why these cost a fair bit, like maybe 40 quid or approaching £40 a pop. That is like going for like almost your 1/6 sort of detail. Look at this coat. Coat comes off, the hood is very nice, stitching's good. I can't see any loose material or threads at the moment. Soft goods here, even got a clip on the top, expose her boobie, excuse me being a, like that, but this is a review after all. No underwear. Let's put that back in. I might be tempted at the moment to do off cameras, get all the soft goods off just to see what the joint system's like before I do articulation, or maybe after. Looks very cool. Okay, so let me stand her up and I'll get the lighting better, and then I'll get a proper measurement. Let's get this down, let's get the focus in. Okay, that's okay. So let's see how big she actually is. Haven't put her left foot on the right of your screen particularly nice, but she's standing up. So she is 16 cm, so a little bit over 6 inches. If I put the Marvel Legends one again, I've forgotten the character's name. And my Marvel Legends one has got a bit of a bent knee. Come on, stand up, Marvel Legends. Ah! That leg bend does not look good enough. Okay. They could work in the same universe, but the JoyToy one just looks so much more premium than the Hasbro. Okay. Now, I will do articulation with the clothes on, and then I think I will, it's going to sound a bit perverted, undress her and look at the joint system a bit more detail. Before that, let's look at the hands. Yeah, she has, slightly different. If you look at her hands, her right hand is a gripping, her left hand is more like a trigger hand. So is she going to be a left-handy? Because that's, are they? They're not quite mirror images. They're slightly different. This one seems more trigger. I could be wrong, but she should hold that well because that stock is not too long. Just this part in the gun I'm not too happy about, but never mind. Okay, so articulation with the clothes. I have the hood up. Left, right is easy. Side to side is easy. Down and up is small, but they're not really enough on that. Shoulders will be an issue because the jacket will get away trying to go all the way around. But without the jacket, she'll go all the way around. Lateral to the side. She gets over the flap. Bicep. Oh my word. Bicep bend, you know. Not many figures you've got can pick their nose. She could pick her nose easily. There is a small trunk articulation I can feel inside there. There's a separate waist articulation. Hands. It's just a barbell joint into both, it looks like. Oh no, actually, that's actually an actual joint like the normal 1/18 scale. I prefer a barbell joint like the 40k, if I'm honest. That's a small thing. Tights, which are they elasticated tights? Elasticated tights, okay. So sideways, don't want to split her clothes, just push that tight up a little bit. Pretty much a full splits. Forwards is fantastic. Backwards is pretty damn good too, if I'm honest. There is a twist. I'm not sure if that's a thigh twist or a hip. It feels like it's from the hip joint, but there is a twist there. I used the coat in a way, but she's still getting such a tight bend. There is a boot turn. There is a swivel. There is a tippy toe. And there is a dorsiflexation. Not too bad. tippy toe, not too bad. She's really well articulated, very, very well done. Now, the thing I'm dreading about taking her clothes off is that I've got to put them back on again afterwards. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, before I undress her and look at the joints, I'm going to set her up with the gun and see how she holds that. So I'll be back in a moment. Well, as you can see, she holds the gun really well. The issue, though, you know, she can hold it better. Obviously, she hasn't got the jacket on and the clothes on. But the issue is that stock is so short that it's not into her shoulder when she's trying to shoot. So she's going to probably break something or dislocate something. But she does hold that really well. Very good at articulating. If I get like that, that's pretty much spot on, but that stock is just so far from her shoulder. That's a minor point. She does hold out very, very well indeed. She is a great looking figure. Now, what it feels like, and I just said this something similar earlier, it feels like that this level 9 is trying to appeal to the... I don't know, they're trying to appeal. They're giving you 1/6 scale collectible figures. I won't say action figures with all the soft goods, but doing it in a 1/12 scale, and they've knocked it out the park. This is a fantastic figure, which gives me high hopes for this 1/12 scale line and what else they're going to produce. So far, it's 1, 2, 3. Is it 4 or 5? I think they've got for order. All women so far, but they look fantastic. Let's have a look at the one thing I've noticed, which I maybe not so keen. Look at the top of her head. It's that little mark you can see there. That's the only bad thing I can say about her. Holds that really, really well. And you see the zip is a working zip from what I can see. Let's have a look at that as well. That's going to be difficult to do, but again, this is like appealing to the 1/6 scale market. Almost like when you had the Fear Mechs, which looked great, but I couldn't stand the setup time on them. This doesn't have that setup time issue because you don't have all these little things to put on, but you have all these other little bits that you can play around with. Yeah, there you go. Working zip, working clips on the pockets, and the pockets. I have a quick look. You can put things inside, which does look good. Okay, so have another quick look at the gun. The only thing of the gun, apart from that stock being short, is there's no place I can see for the magazine. So it's just a proper sniper rifle, only a few rounds inside. It'd be nice to have a little magazine you could put in and out. Paint job is relatively simple, but it's very effective. Okay, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to see how quick it is to undress her and look at the joint system. And I'll come back when that's done. So for you, it'll be an instant. For me, it could be anything from 5 minutes to half an hour. Hopefully not too long. So back in an instant for you guys, and however long it takes for me. So see you in a moment. Okay, here she is. Another thing which would have been nice to include is ungloved hands and bare feet and naked feet, because there's just joints inside here. There's no actual feet. So you can see the articulation. I missed off there is a arm bicep swivel, and the turn I was seeing is from the hip, not a hip swivel. But you can see it's a double jointed bicep, and look, that's just ridiculous. Look at that. I can't get anywhere near that, and I'm a real person, apparently. It's just phenomenal. Okay, so the trunk, there is a small, very good turn. There is a backwards, forwards, but if you go backwards, you have to get that lip over the trunk to go back and forwards under. Side to side is small, with the trunk together and the waist. Wow, look at that. That's really, really something got to be good. We've got to get it lined up properly. Get both backwards, fantastic. Get both forwards. Is not as good as an ab crunch perhaps, but is all right. Interestingly, also the flesh colour on this pelvis waist section doesn't quite match the rest, but since that's going to be clothed, I'm hoping it'll be clothed for you guys most of the time, that shouldn't be an issue. If I pop the head off, I've got the other Marvel Legends. You see there's 0 compatibility in the peg size. you'd have to make this head a damn sight smaller if you want to put this head on top of there to get yourself a highly articulated Marvel Legend, or you'd have to really do a number on that to get this to fit on there to give yourself a different looking figure. If you did that way around, you're probably better off just recasting the head. Now, if we look at this level 9 head again on Rin, there are ears underneath the hair. You can split the hair. You could probably take the head out. That's going to be glued on. Let's get a bit of a focus there. So you see that there are ears underneath. I haven't left that off. It's probably going to be a generic face. Just add different hair and slightly different skin tone to get a different looking face. But it's pretty good. And then if you can do like... Let's just test out her balance actually. How quick and easy was that? That was super quick. Very easy to balance. Very easy to pose. They've done a great job on this. I really am digging this line. So this will be of interest definitely to you 112 collectors, whether it's Marvel or else, because the possibilities for customs, and it'll be interest to you 1/6 collectors because now you can get the same sort of a 1/6 style quality and options, but in a smaller, more collectible, more easily displayable, more affordable scale. Very, very cool. Taking the clothes off was quite quick. The only thing I think will be difficult putting back on might be... Actually, maybe the shirt. We've got to take the hands off of the shirt. If you look on the back of the dress, it does have a little button. Can we see that on camera? So let's try again. There. You know, but that is going to be... Or is it a little... Oh, it's a little press stud, sorry. Which you can just press into there. Bong! It is not elasticated. The tights... There is some stretch in them, which is good. The tie, just a piece of elastic around there. And then the little blouse has 2 buttons there. So which one of you guys is going to do a wet blouse picture first of all? I know one of you will. But who's going to be brave enough to share it in your Instagram and look like a perv? I don't know. Very, very cool. In fact, this pocket, can we use this pocket? Let me get my little knife out to have a look. Yep, that pocket might be able to be used, but it's very, very tiny. The other pocket, though, I think we can use it, but I don't. I'm unclipping that. It's going to be so hard to clip back on. Nah! I need much smaller fingers, but I reckon this pocket we probably can use. Or it might be stitched at the top, which doesn't make too much difference. But the fact they've got a working zip on this scale is actually amazing. And that is lovely, this jacket. You see the different green stroke brown coming through there. And I love that sort of feature of having that different colour there and the little clips there. It'd be nice if they put the actual clips and a leather strap or fake leather strap or vegan leather strap, whatever, so she could sling it over her shoulder. That would have been good on the rifle. Fantastic figure. Okay, I'm going to quickly redress her and set her up, and then we'll finish the review in a moment. So back in an instant for you guys. Okay, all done. Okay, now the bad thing about her. Nothing about her but the clothes. You saw when I did the blouse earlier. The top and the bottom, I said buttons, and they're press studs. There's also the press stud you saw on the back of the skirt. The one on the back of the skirt is broken. They are plastic press studs. That means if you can't get them to go in and you push, they are going to break. So I've got one broken one on this one, and the plastic on the bottom one on the blouse is bent from where I try to push it, so it's not going to go in. So at the moment her skirt is sort of keeping her blouse closed, but if I turn to the side, she's sort of giving everybody a bit of a side boob show, which is not ideal. So I will contact JoyToy about the press studs and see if there's anything they can do. Maybe they will change to metal ones in the future, but that might put the cost up, but at least they'll be better quality. So my final thoughts: fantastic first foray into the 112 scale, better than the your Marvel stuff by Hasbro and whatnot. Really good quality and fantastic articulation. The paint apps, the soft goods. I like this. Now you guys know that I am very much a 118 scale man. I do like my smaller scales too, but I am still going to be all in on this 112 Frontline Chaos by level 9, whatever else they do in 112 scale stuff. I think it's fantastic, and I just hope they do mechs or vehicles in the future, though my bank account is probably saying, please don't do that. But we will see. If you like this sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of your screen now, and please subscribe to his YouTube channel and check out the videos. There's well over 1,000 for you guys to enjoy. Okay, smash that notification icon, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.